Future of local news for me is really kind of a best of the web approach, where it's not just this is the news we're putting out, but we want to be the best news source in the location where we are, providing readers with more even than just our own content, but the best content in the region that they can really engage with and get everything they need in one place, and fully surround a story, because no one news source can ever be fully local, and we live in this world that's great. It leverages social media to really give us a fuller picture of whatever's going on around us. It's more so than anything else. Local news really, they can speak to people in a way that national news organizations can't. They know what's on the ground. They know the language. They know the accents, and they can really take advantage of that across social platforms, because that's the nature of social. So I grew up on Long Island, so I had Newsday, for better or worse. No, I love it. It's really, when I grew up, that was it. You had Newsday, you had News 12 Long Island, and that was pretty much what went on. A special affinity for the New York Times, obviously, simply by location. But that, I would say that changed as I grew older. I actually worked for Patch for a period of time, the AOL endeavor, before coming to the Huffington Post, and I was a local news reporter. And that was really kind of eye-opening to me, to see just how much it takes to report on a local story, and see really what's going on around you with a different perspective. I'd say the lessons from Patch are really that it's really hard to find that sweet spot between covering news that's important to everybody and covering news that's really important to the community. It's very easy to cover the most minuscule of events as a local news reporter, and really finding that sweet spot where you talk to enough of the community that they can get rallied behind it is difficult, challenging. It's very easy to get into this constant churn of doing town hall meetings, doing that sort of thing. But you have to understand what people, for one, care about, and two, what's really important to their lives. I'd say it's more about finding the right mediums for distributing your content, right? You can distribute a lot more across social media than you necessarily want to on your website, than you want to invest in with the same amount of journalistic prowess. It's really something that you have to take on a case approach, and not say that there's too much churn, that there's too much production, but that you're actually using the platforms that you have to their fullest extent.